Brum, 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 brum. Hey yo guys, how are you? Hope that you're super fucking awesome. It's your brother Paul. So, today is Nofap day 7. That thing's like an intro, like, what is up? Blah, blah, blah. So today is Nofap day 7, and I'm not high. I swear to God, I'm not high. I am a high person, but I'm not high right now. Anyway, I'm drinking. What do you guys think it is? It's turmeric, right? It's some type of drink that my brother showed me how to make. And yeah. So today's topic is today's topic is attractiveness and sexiness and stuff like that. So I've experienced this before. I'm sure some of you guys may have experienced bits, and as I talk about as I talk about this, I feel like you will draw on your memories and like, oh, that makes sense now. I see why this happened and I see why that happened. I feel like that's gonna happen for you. So, oh, let's look at that fucking sexiness, man. Look at that fucking, oh my god. Okay. So, yesterday I went out on a date with a girl, and like her mother messaged me, she messaged me. Her mother was telling me, yo, my daughter's single, blah 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 blah. She likes you, stuff like that. And she, like, I made these. I sometimes make these status posts, guys, when I'm like, and I just look at myself and I make it like a GIF image. And so she would like respond to those and like blah blah blah. And girls would like send me messages to that stuff. Even like when I was living back there. So she sent that message, blah blah blah. We went on a date, checked it out. My she's friends with my mom. But anyway, long story short, that stuff happened. Now you'll see now why I told you that story. We'll link the two together. So this morning, right, I saw this video by a guy named Locario Fam. I think that's Locario Fan or something like that. And the video, like, the title just instantly appealed to me. It's like, Brush. So I clicked on it and I listened to it. And his video's name was something similar to what I'm probably gonna name this video. And I guess I'm just gonna add to what he said. And what else? Say it in the way I believe it to be true and how I've experienced it and stuff like that. So yeah, he definitely inspired me to talk about this today. Shout out to him. So the name of the video was something like Attractiveness is all in your mind, or something like that. And what he spoke about was, if you feel, in a nutshell, right? If you feel like you're sexy, if you believe that you're sexy, and you feel like you are the dude, you're the fucking guy, it's gonna come off from you, and people are gonna detect it, and they're gonna feel that way about you subconsciously as well. If you truly feel that way, you see, it comes with a feeling of bliss about yourself, not a feeling of, oh, do I have to keep up this image or some shit like that. No. It comes with a feeling of like, I'm the dude, okay? And he spoke about that, and how if you make yourself believe that you're sexy and you're attractive, then girls will start to believe that too. And this is very true. It's even regardless of your looks, because and he mentioned this too, regardless of your looks, because there are guys who look really fucking good, really fucking handsome and stuff, but because they don't believe in their own sexiness, they don't believe in their own sex appeal or in their own awesomeness, okay, then when girls look at them, they can be attracted to them and, oh wow, the guy's so cute and blah blah blah. Then when they see how the guy behaves around people, they're like, oh my god, no, because he doesn't feel that he is attractive, he doesn't feel that he's worth it. And so that comes across, and then she's like, no, he's not worth it. Even his own body's telling me he's not worth it, so fuck it. And when I say body, I mean body language, not this fucking amazing body that you're looking at right now. Just body language. So Um, in my own instance, and you can think back to your, I love this thing. You can think back to your own instances as well, um, where this may have happened to you. But what I've experienced, right, and what I've experienced is like when I went to Durban with my mother to like visit our family and stuff like that. I live here in Africa, for those who are new to the channel. Jawline. So, experiences in my life is like the times when I attracted the most girls into my life is when I was feeling myself the most, and not feeling isn't like jacking off. Um, but feeling myself isn't like when you look in the mirror and you can like actually be attracted to yourself. Like the more that you feel like, I'm actually really fucking sexy. I'm actually really good looking, and or I'm just the dude or whatever the fuck. And the more you feel about that yourself, feel about yourself, the more you feel like that about yourself, the more the world around you shows you that it's true. However you choose to feel about yourself, the world will show you that it's true. So people may say something blah 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 blah. Oh, you aren't. Oh, you're not attractive. You're not sexy. Blah 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 blah. That was a sexy accent. I must say sexy. And regardless of whatever the other voices say, if you change your inner voice to say, I am sexy, oh my god, I'm fucking sexy, and then notice the small things about yourself that you admire, and the more you start noticing them, you're just like, wow, no, I like that, I love that about myself. And you notice them, and you even make up reasons to like, you invent reasons of why you're so awesome. Like, I've been pushing through, growing all this fucking time, I'm fucking amazing. And you applaud yourself. That stuff builds, and that stuff affects how you. It affects how you walk. It affects how you talk. It affects how you feel about yourself, which affects a whole plethora. That word, plethora of things about you, right? And then those voices that said blah 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 blah, you'll notice they start to change. Like you start hearing other people, even if it's not the same person or whatever the fuck, you hear other people say things about you like, oh wow, like girls starting to compliment you, oh wow, you're sexy. Like a story from my experience. Let's have some turmeric. I had like a raw onion this morning. I almost ate the whole raw onion. It was about big enough to just be like held in the upper part of that cup. And I had lentils and stuff, and 4 raw eggs. And when I was in Durban, right, I was like, I was big time on the Jason Capital vibe, right? I just read his book, Higher Status. I was like getting into the whole body language thing, like really fucking chest out, bro, chest out, fam. Just chesting out, chesting out, and the walk. And I wasn't as good at the walk at that point, but I definitely had the feeling for all of it. And the whole cocky, arrogant, fucking looking to the sky, my dreams are huger than you could ever imagine type of vibe. Fucking awesome stuff. And I noticed getting a lot of attraction from girls, like a whole, and like them being absorbed into me, like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. And getting my balance right. And just like, I went to church one day, and this was actually where I met my previous girlfriend. She just approached me and told me, like, she was actually like, this is the time when, I'm not sure if I told you guys this part about the story, but this is the time when we were just talking, and I was just like saying something, blah, 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 blah. And I really felt fucking awesome about myself, like, on a whole nother level. Like, there's times when you feel awesome and cool, and then there's times when you feel like, I just want people to see how cool I am. Like, if I'm in a crowd of people, I am gospel. Like, I'm evangelistic about myself, you know? Evangelical about myself. Like, I'm a fanatic about myself. But in a way that adds value to people, in a way that's, like, entertaining for them. Like, whoa, who the fuck is this character? It's very interesting. So, anyway, my vibe then was very different to how I am, my vibe right now. But, if my girlfriend or my previous girlfriend calls me and she sends me nudes, she sent me nudes recently, covering her boobs though, butt naked though, butt naked. But when she calls me, I still have that. I can feel that part of me that she met, like, as an maybe an NLP anchor, I don't know. So she told me, she's like, wow, you're like a god and stuff like that. And then she's like, it was just like, however I felt about myself, people would show that back to me. And the same will happen for you. However you feel about yourself right now, I'm pretty sure that people are reflecting that back to you. Okay? So yeah. What am I gonna do right now? I did my biceps. And you know what? I'm gonna be more on that vibe of like feeling myself. Like, someone might say it's narcissistic, but honestly, who gives a fuck, right? They should be busy with their own lives and not care about how much other people love themselves or how much other people are into themselves. Because honestly, right? I love it. Honestly, guys, if someone's happy with their own life, they don't have extra give a fuckness to analyze someone else's life and think they think too much of themselves. They think too much of themselves. Oh my God, they're so full of themselves. I know it, Ronaldo is so full of himself. Like, no, like, if you have your own life, you're probably gonna applaud his winningness. Like, dude, that dude is fucking awesome, bro. I fucking love that guy. There was actually Nathaniel Brandon is a dude who wrote 6 Pillars of Success. So why did I mention this random fact? It's not really a random fact, but that's the name I was trying to remember. So now in his book, right, The 6 Pillars of Success, he said it is normally the people who have a deficiency of self-esteem that tend to talk about the dangers of having too much self-esteem. Interesting, very interesting. Here's another spicy part about it. It's like true self-esteem. You can never have too much self-esteem. Self-esteem, he said, is like good health. Now, this is Nathaniel Brandon, right? He said, self-esteem is like good health. You can never have too much good health. In the same way, you can never have too much self-esteem. Arrogance and, like, okay, there's 2 kinds of arrogance, you must remember. There's the positive arrogance and the negative arrogance. So positive, okay, anyway, the negative arrogance comes about through insecurity. The negative arrogance comes about through not feeling good about yourself, not loving yourself inside, right? The positive arrogance comes from loving yourself so much that you toot your own horn in the appropriate situation for fun and laugh and do it to make yourself smile, but also it makes others smile as well. Have you ever been around someone who's arrogant and cocky and you're just like, fucking love this guy, I love this guy. The reason some people might not like positive arrogance, you see the thing about positive arrogance in brackets here, parentheses, is he won't only boast about himself, but he will lift you up as well. He will tell you how awesome you are also. He won't just say, I'm the greatest. He will say, I'm the greatest, and he'll say, you can also be the fucking greatest, and go after your dreams, and I believe in you, stuff like that. So the reason some people might not be fans of positive self-esteem is because they want it too. They try to pull someone off of that golden throne because they want to be the one sitting in that golden throne. So they say, the golden throne is bad, the golden throne is bad, get the fuck off there. But they're only saying that because they don't believe that they can sit on their own golden throne. And so it offends them because they don't have the growth mindset. So when they see someone else, they're like, oh, fuck, oh. And then they compare themselves because they don't have the growth mindset. They have the fixed mindset, right? Where they think things can't grow. They don't look around at nature and see, oh, trees grow, oh, plants grow, oh, birds grow, oh, lions grow, right? They're like, no, everything is just a fucking rock. What's the word, guys? It's stationary. They think everything's stationary. And if you're born this way, you're born that way, and that's your destiny and your fate. And if you're born this way, then you either are rich and then the money makes you richer, or you are poor and you just get poorer, or you are whatever the fuck, or you are skinny and you just stay skinny and it's not easy to build muscle, or whatever the fuck, right? That's the fixed mindset. And so people with a fixed mindset, bless them, I trust and hope that they get the great growth mindset. But people with that, they look at people who have positive self-esteem and they're like, okay. But hey, you know what? It's I can be mad on them, mad with them, or upset with them on one dimension, on one level. But then on a deeper level, a deeper dimension, uh, it's important to understand everyone's on their own journey. You know, we're all improving. When I was younger, I was a hater. I mean, not a full-on hater, but I remember hating on someone whose success I wanted. I ended up performing with him. Shout out to him. Um, and after meeting him, I realized that he's probably a really cool person, and I got a taste of being in his shoes, which changed my mindset completely, and I became a lover from that point. Went from a hater to a lover. Um, but anyway, have belief in yourself. That narcissism, that positive narcissism where you are like, I'm fucking epic, I'm the greatest, bro, I'm the fucking greatest. And then you also lift others up. Because when you lift others up, in a way you lift yourself up as well. You're like, oh, wow, that dude's awesome. That dude's awesome. He inspires me to be awesome like him. Or to be even more awesome than him. And we're just going to keep raising each other up to whole other levels, right? That actually reminds me. To practice my voice muscles. Practice my deeper voice. Because when you're using a deeper voice, what you're actually doing is, if you do it correctly, you're speaking from your diaphragm, which is probably why the Japanese people have like much deeper voices, like the dudes, like in those animes. There's one movie my brother and I would watch that goes like, I think it's called Sky of Love, something like that. And the dude is like, Ho, Miko! But it's like super fucking deep. Ho, Miko! And he's like, oh, Hiro, Hiro! He's like, Ho, Miko! But it's like coming from the diaphragm. So yeah, guys, so the words that you say to yourself in your brain, they change your actions, right? Your thoughts modify your actions, and your thoughts also modify your emotions. Who is in control of the thoughts? The awareness within the body. No, the awareness that the body is within. Okay, the awareness is not within the body is within the awareness. Um, yeah, yeah. I've heard that from others, but I've also experienced it myself. I don't want to say how I experienced it myself because I feel like whatever you repeat, you attract more of. So yeah. Yeah, guys, feel sexy about yourselves. Feel sexy about yourselves. Keep improving, keep growing, have your aspirations, and I'm gonna keep on practicing with this voice until it becomes natural. And I feel like I've got this beaming, awesome thing of genuineness behind it, and I'm gonna work on letting it shine through this voice. Okay. I love you guys.